Welcome to United Report, your daily hub for all things Manchester United, from transfer news and match updates to exclusive stories. We've got you covered. If you're a true Red Devil, hit subscribe and join the United family. Glory, glory, Man United. Marcus Rashford is set to become the first Englishman since Gary Lineker to play for Barcelona, but not everyone's convinced he'll thrive in Spain. The Manchester United forward is closing in on a season-long loan to the La Liga giants, but he leaves Old Trafford under a cloud after brutal comments from manager Ruben Amorim. With Cucurella now offering advice on Rashford's work ethic and La Liga adaptation, the pressure is already on. Here's the full story only on United Report. Marcus Rashford has been warned that he needs to step up his work ethic if he's to make it big at Barcelona. The Manchester United striker is on the verge of sealing a season-long loan move to the La Liga Titans, marking his second consecutive spell away from Old Trafford after spending the second half of last season at Aston Villa. Barcelona emerged as a possible new home for him last year when he revealed in late 2024 his desire for a fresh challenge away from the club he grew up at, and they've been his desired club since then. Rashford, who arrived in Barcelona on Sunday, is set to become the first Englishman to don the Blaugrana kit since Gary Lineker's signing back in 1986. As he prepares for his switch, Cucurella, a product of Barcelona's famed La Masia Academy, has offered some sage advice. The 27-year-old highlighted the stark pace contrast between La Liga and the Premier League and anticipates Rashford will have to adapt to the change, reports the Manchester Evening News. The Spanish international has called on Rashford to enhance his work rate and mindset to thrive at the Catalan giants, who reportedly hold an option to purchase him following his loan spell. In a chat with Gigantes FC, Cucurella said he's very fast and will notice the difference in pace between the leagues. He's not used to that league, and I think he'll need to do quite a bit of work because he'll notice that difference. Rashford's on-field demeanour has previously come under fire, notably from United manager Ruben Amorim. He pointed to lacklustre work rate as the reason for his omission from the team for last December's Manchester derby. Following that, Rashford didn't make another appearance for United, and amid his prolonged absence from the starting lineup, Amorim made a scathing remark about the necessity for players to give their all. The 40-year-old confessed he'd prefer to play his 63-year-old goalkeeping coach over a player lacking full commitment. "If you do the maximum and do the right things, we can use every player," Amorim stated at the time. "And you can see today on the bench, we missed a bit of pace to go to change the game. I will put Jorge Vital on the pitch before I put a player that does not give the maximum. I will not change in that department." With Rashford's departure from Old Trafford anticipated to be finalised soon, Amorim has already secured replacement attacking options in the form of Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo, the latter completing his move from Brentford on Monday. Manchester United aren't done yet. After landing Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha, the Red Devils have now opened talks with Chelsea striker Nicholas Jackson's agent. With Rasmus Højlund under pressure and Garnacho potentially heading the other way, could we see a blockbuster Premier League swap? Let's break it all down. Manchester United have reportedly held talks with Nicholas Jackson's agent to explore the possibility of a transfer for the Chelsea striker. United are trying to overhaul their squad in the summer transfer window and want to sign a striker for Ruben Amorim. United have already signed Matheus Cunha for £62.5 million from Wolves and are close to announcing the £70 million capture of Bryan Mbeumo from Brentford. Mbeumo underwent his medical on Sunday and should be signed in time to join United on their pre-season tour of the United States, but the club aren't done yet in the transfer window. They have tried to hijack Victor Gyökeres' move from Sporting Lisbon to Arsenal with a last-gasp bid. United have tabled an offer worth between 70 to 80 million, according to reports in Portugal. Amorim wants a centre-forward to provide competition for Rasmus Højlund, who managed just 10 goals in 52 games across all competitions last season. And United are scouring the market for opportunities, with BBC Sport reporting that a meeting has taken place with Jackson's agent, Ali Barrett. Jackson suddenly finds himself in a difficult position at Chelsea, who have signed Liam Delap and Joao Pedro this summer. Both made positive impressions during the Blues' successful Club World Cup campaign, and Jackson is considering his options. Recent reports have suggested that Chelsea are not particularly keen to sell the Senegal international. They have slapped a £100 million price tag on the 24-year-old, who was Enzo Maresca's primary centre-forward as they finished fourth and won the Conference League in 2024-25. In true Chelsea fashion, Jackson is under contract until June 2033. Having signed for £32 million from Villarreal in 2023, he has 30 goals and 12 assists in 81 matches for the club, but has often been viewed as inconsistent in front of goal, despite having a good connection with playmaker Cole Palmer. AC Milan and Aston Villa have also been linked with Jackson, and Football London reports that he would be sold if the right offer came along. That is partly because they have spent 85 million in total on Delap and Pedro, and partly because of their impact in the US. There is also the problem of Jackson's recent disciplinary record. He has been sent off twice in his last 5 games. United's interest in Jackson is interesting because Chelsea have been linked with a move for Alejandro Garnacho this summer. Garnacho is part of the so-called bomb squad at United, which also included Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Antony and Tyrell Malacia. Amorim has isolated the 5 players as they seek moves elsewhere, and Garnacho is the most valuable of the group. While Rashford is leaving for Barcelona on loan and Sancho is heading for Juventus, rumours surrounding Garnacho have grown quiet. The Argentina winger was originally linked with Napoli, but they were put off by United's 70 million asking price. However, Chelsea have just sold Noni Madueke for 52 million to Arsenal and are in the market for a winger, having opted not to sign Sancho following his loan spell. Marcus Rashford is edging closer to completing his dream move to Barcelona, and even Gary Lineker is here for it. The Manchester United forward, cast out by Ruben Amorim and left training with the bomb squad, has finally found a lifeline. A full season loan deal is nearly complete, with Barca set to pay all of Rashford's £325,000 a week wages and possibly sign him permanently next summer. From Carrington exile to Camp Nou lights, is Rashford about to rewrite his legacy in La Liga? Gary Lineker appears to approve of Marcus Rashford following in his footsteps at Barcelona. After weeks of doubt, Rashford is edging closer to sealing his dream move to Barca and out of Manchester United in the summer transfer window. Rashford made it clear that he is keen to join Barcelona ever since concluding a loan spell at Aston Villa. He rejected a mega money move to Saudi Arabia and has been waiting patiently for Barca and United to come to terms over a move. The striker has been put in the bomb squad at United by Ruben Amorim, who has made it clear he doesn't have a future at the club. Forced to train alongside fellow unwanted stars, Jadon Sancho, Alejandro Garnacho, Antony and Tyrell Malacia, he has placed his future in the hands of others. United had wanted to sell him permanently for around 40 million, but they have now settled on a loan deal with Barca. The Catalan giants will take him on loan for the 2025-26 season, paying the entirety of his £325,000 a week wages before having the chance to sign him permanently if it goes well. That has excited Lineker, who has changed his Instagram photo to an image of the 2 players wearing the number 10 shirts for England while standing in front of number 10 Downing Street. Lineker is currently the only Englishman to have played for Barcelona since World War II, having led the line for the club between 1986 and 1989. He scored 51 goals in 138 games for Barca, helping them win the Copa del Rey, and will have an eye on how Rashford gets on in Hansi Flick's side. Rashford is expected to play off the left of Barcelona's 4-3-3 formation, although he can also provide backup for veteran centre-forward Robert Lewandowski. Barca had tried to sign Nico Williams from Athletic Club, but the move fell through. They also showed an interest in Liverpool winger Luis Diaz, but were put off by the Reds' transfer stance. I don't want to speak about players which are not in my team, but of course Luis Diaz and Marcus Rashford are fantastic players, Flick said earlier in the summer. I like them, and we'll see what happens. Before returning to Carrington, Rashford had been working on his fitness by himself and issued a clear plea to Barca. While on holiday in Marbella, he was asked by Spanish YouTube channel Xbaya whether he wants to play with Barca wonderkid Lamine Yamal in the future. Yeah, sure, everybody in the world wants to play with the best, the forward replied, so hopefully we'll see. He got 4 goals and 6 assists in 17 appearances for Villa before an injury cut short his stay in Birmingham.